I shouldn't have hit the stream button before I did that. Hello, everybody. Hey, Ryan. Thank you for joining me. Oh, man. You have to excuse me. I'm still stretching out the tireds from today. Wasn't even an exhausting day, just tired. How's my audio? I was trying to mess with some stuff, and I thought I threw everything off sync, but I think I put it back together like normal. So it should be working okay. Yeah, hey Indigo. Had a doctor run and then watched the newest Ruby episode. I haven't finished Ruby. I think I don't even remember. I think I finished. I'm pretty sure I finished season 2. I don't remember if I got into season 3 or not. I got. It was the guy with the cane, the bad guy with the cane, and he fought somebody. It was a badass fight. But I think that's the last thing I really remember. Oh, and that girl. Spoiler alert for anybody out there, so mute the audio or something. That girl, we found out she was a robot. Like, it was the first time that she fought. I think that's one of the last things I remember. So I think probably season 2. Yeah, okay. So, yeah, season 2 was the last time I watched it. Yeah, see, you know what? In there, I don't mind that. Oh, thank you, Last Owl, for hosting. Whoa, I got a host. That's my first time I ever hosted, I think. Oh, here, we'll have fun on the stream while you watch me check out my phone. Wasn't that exciting? All right, so now I can go through season 3 and just binge it the whole way. I like doing that with YouTube video. I can just binge them all. I know it's not right, because it's, you know, they need the views as the seasons go on in order for them to know that people are watching, but it's just easier for me in a way. Yeah, 3 and 4. Yeah, I need to catch up on that. So much stuff I need to catch up on, man. Elliot lent me the movie Your Name, and it's sitting downstairs. I just haven't watched it. When I get time downstairs, I'm playing through. I got a PS3 2 weeks ago, so of course I'm playing through a PS1 game, Final Fantasy Tactics. It's like I start playing that game and I just get addicted to it. Season 4 is after Monty died, so it is. That's sad though. That's sad that happened, and it's a shame. You know, hopefully tonally it's still good. It's just sometimes there's a difference between it gets bad and it gets different. Hey, unqualified gamer. Some guy I know named Bruce. And Suave, hello, welcome back. Backlog is backlog for a reason. Yeah, it is backlog for a reason. And it's because the stuff that we love, we keep playing it. I mean, look at this. Here I am streaming, and I could stream something I've never played before. Share the newness with you guys. But no, I'm going to play Actraiser. Please create a name for yourself. What am I naming them? Anybody? Let's throw some ideas out there. What am I naming them? I don't know. You know, I don't normally name like Greg and stuff like that. Like, it just seems weird, especially in this game since you are playing essentially as God. Did the fire temple and Ocarina? Oh, that's good. See, it's nice to throw some gaming in there when you're supposed to study. Since it says enter master's name. Well, 42 is the answer to everything, so that's not fair. Lars, well, hold on. I liked what they did with him after the last few episodes of Steven Universe, not the online stuff, the actual Cartoon Network shows. Yeah, we're gonna go with Master. Here we go. We'll switch it up. Maestro. I don't have symbols. I don't like that. I want it to be Maestro with an exclamation point. Are you awake, Sir Maestro? I should have thrown it in with like. Oh, I should have named him Circumference. So he'd be Circumference. I'm the angel sent to help you recover your lost. If I'm the master, who sent the angel? I don't know. Now all types of monsters are in total control of the earth. This all came about because of a demon called Tanzra, the one who sealed your power. In order to restore your power, you will... I'm not going to do a voice for this, for the angel. That's just going to be weird. The master's master. Mr. Maestro. I'm Maestro Jr. The other one is Maestro Senior. Alright. Go fight the monsters. Sorry, my eye is like, killing me, so I'm going to be doing this a lot. Senior Seniors. Or Senior Seniors. This game, if anybody had never played this game before, this was probably one of the first Super Nintendo games I remember owning. Other than, Super Mario World. This game is a blend of, like, I'm gonna do this here, which is a platforming action. When you're done this, you help rebuild the land in a very bare bones type of simulation mode. It's awesome though. It's a nice blend of both things. It's not super fleshed out versions of each one. It's not an extreme platformer, and it's not an extreme sim game, but it's a pleasant amount of both, and it works very well. Illusion of guy in some game about robots. Was that Robotron? No, not Robotron. What's the Robotrek? I think that was Enix. I don't. Was it an RPG or was it like an action platformer? Yeah. Now I'm fascinated by this Enix robot game. Imagine how I felt. I went from NES and Master System, and even then I was still playing some Atari 2600. And then there's this. Like, look at the detail of the armor, the shading on the horse. Like, it is so amazing, and it was so amazing. Robotrek I haven't played. I have it, and I bought that game for, I think it was $3 or $4. Back when I was like working at the store and very, very actively collecting. And a buddy of mine, he said, "Pick this game up. It's super awesome. You'll be happy to have it." So, well, okay, it was $3 or $4. I think last year I kept seeing it on like hidden gems lists. It's like $60, $70. All right. So with the power of lightning, I've created people. Now what you have to do is you have to direct the people to where they're going to build. Basically, they're going to build roads along the ways that you tell them to. And you have to also try and remove obstacles. Friend play Paper Mario 64. Kill the Chapter 2 boss in 3 hits. But Mario's level was probably pretty high. Please burn the bushes. Okay, so they want me to use one of my... They want me to use one of my miracles. Good lord. Uh-oh. Wait. Hold on, I messed up my controller. There we go. Now what they want is for me to use a miracle. Now I have all of these miracles that I can use to clear out different obstacles. So I'm going to use my lightning. And that's pretty much, and then now I'm going to direct them. There we go. You just got to direct them to those monster lairs. And then they'll destroy them on their own. Says he doesn't know, but he did upgrade the paratrooper once. It's possible. I mean, it's definitely... You know, you upgrade your things early enough in that game, in Paper Mario, it's possible to plow through them pretty fast. Yeah, sound effects. Well, this is Square. This is Enix and Quintet. They're the ones that did this game. There's something called the Quintet trilogy, which was Soul Blazer, Illusion of Gaia, and a game called Terranigma. They were very loosely related. This is probably the most annoying part. The people want to tell you everything. We hunted animals. They want you to lead them to the monster lairs. It was called the Quintet trilogy, and they were relatively loosely related. This game, this one in part 2, aren't part of that, but it's possible to say that you're rebuilding the world right now. And then this could be the world that you build is the world that gets sold to the demon in Soul Blazer. So I like to think that it's part of it. The best thing you can do is just get rid of the monster lairs as fast as possible. Yeah, if you've played Illusion of Gaia, play Soul Blazer. It's a lot of the same sound effects. There's a lot of the same tone, only Soul Blazer is like a Zelda style action game. I did a playthrough of that on my YouTube channel. It's a good game. That's a very decent game. That's another one of those games that shot up in price, and I had no idea that other people even knew about it. She's having weird dreams and is praying to me. You know what, Bruce? I have been... I wouldn't say fighting the urge, but I have been interested in going back and playing Paper Mario 64 and Thousand Year Door again. Oh. The bat's trying to take people. Oh, they fell hundreds of feet and lived. Yeah, you gotta... One of the best reasons to kill the monster lairs is that the monsters that come out will attack the people. The bats will try and kidnap them. The blue demon guys here will try and destroy a house. They'll use like a lightning spell and destroy a house. Later, there are some that destroy the farms. As you destroy... Hold on. Let's move. You can change the direction at any time. So it's easier just to get them building as fast as possible. You're looking at that angel booty? Is that what you're doing? Yeah, it's a little too... A little too young looking for me to feel comfortable doing that. He's gonna do Paper Mario 64. Well, which ones are you getting? Yeah, your level system in this game is based on how many people exist. So at this point, there's 88. If you look in the upper corner there, there's 88 people. Now there's 118. The 88 that's right next to it is going to go up to 118. As you make more lands, the total number of people go up. And then that's how you gain experience and levels. Something might be buried in this big rock. Alright, so... yeah, I think they can't cross the river until you destroy the... you need to destroy the 3 monsters layers, and then they'll develop the technology to build bridges. How long does this game usually take to beat? It depends on how much of the town building you try and do. The only thing you have to do is, for this mode of the game, the only thing you have to do is go to the land, destroy, if you fight the first platformer level and kill the first boss. Then the sim stuff starts, and all you have to do in the sim stuff is lead the people to destroy the 4 monster layers. Then there's another platforming area with another boss. That's all you have to do, but you can stick around and make sure that they map out all the land, build all the houses that they can. Later on, you can come back and destroy, the houses go up in level, which hold more people. You can actually cause an earthquake that destroys the weaker houses. They build bigger houses, which lets you fill more people. But all that's for is for experience. It doesn't change the ending or anything like that. So it's kind of, it's a few hours, but it doesn't have to be. Yeah, so now they can build bridges. Then if I remember right, that's a skill that they can give you as an item. She wants me to destroy this rock. Bruce is unqualified gamer, by the way. There we go. The Bomberman 64, was the second one, like, I think it was called Second Generation or something. Is that the one that's like ridiculous to find? No, don't build like that. No. Heroes is the second N64 one. Yeah, I thought there was one that was called Second Generation or something like that. Or Second Attack. Oh, PAL only, okay. Alright, so now that the last one's destroyed, something's gonna happen. I think in this one, she has a vision of monsters coming out of the ground somewhere. Yeah, same nightmare every night. So now you have access to the second platforming level. Jet Force Gemini, I see a good recommendation right there. That is an excellent game. All right. Yeah, so if you see level again when you hit 400. Yeah, so if you see these little huts, they're the first level of homes, and then the log cabins are the second ones. And then these here are the third one. They're the highest level of house they can build. They hold more people. The third level of houses will resist an earthquake. So when I get enough power to do that, what I can do is come back here, use an earthquake to destroy all the other houses, which is kind of dickish. And then as they rebuild, they'll build homes that hold more people. So yeah, you don't actually have to wait for everybody to do all of this. This is where you get to the point of how much do you want to develop these places. For, in all honesty, I'm not going to develop them too much. Normally I have the map fully covered and these people are all over the place, but we're not going to get into that. I can tell you though, this is a very, very fascinating game. You know, you're God. So the idea is that you give the people direction, but then you help them with their problems. They pray to you. All right, so these are the offerings. When they find something, they'll offer it to you. So a bomb will destroy all of the monster lair enemies on the screen at once. This is the ability to build bridges. You'll need this for another town. I just love that as God, you can stand over the people and say, what do you offer? And see all the stuff and go, I'll take that, and you keep the rest. I don't want it. Throw it in the trash. Oh, so you don't want it? Don't get snippy with me. I created you. Yeah, so as the little hourglass up there fills up. This game reminds me of yeah, it is. It's a lot like that. It's a lot like Populous. A little bit like SimCity. You know, like I said, it's a simplified version of those kinds of games. But it serves the purpose, you know. If this was the whole game, it would not be worth it. But this combined with the platforming, the way it works together is just awesome. Commandment 1: God needs booze. All right, so that's enough for that. So now we can return to the Sky Palace, which I guess is like my heavenly castle. So now I can equip magic that they find. Status of the master, status of cities. So now I can select fight monsters, and this will start the second platforming area. Oh, is that Bomberman Generations? If you buy I know you're sticking to PAL, but the NTSC version I don't think it's super expensive. I don't think so anyway. Swavo13. That is also your Twitter handle, I believe. Yeah, I wonder why the PAL one is so much money. Was Bomberman not a popular PAL series? I mean, if they made it in limited quantities, that's usually the problem. Hey, it's better than the other 6 modes, Sean. I'm not sure what the other 6 modes are, but mode 7 is better. Because it is approximately 1 better than 6. I'm sure the clicky-clickies of my controller are being picked up. I need a new controller that does this less. funny. I made a joke about speedrunning this game, and apparently, I mean, I guess there's a community for speedrunning everything, but there was this. I did watch a speedrun. It was of the professional mode. Ooh, ooh. Yeah, see, I wonder if that has something to do with it. Just that maybe it was made in limited quantities just because it wasn't very popular. Yeah, people speedrun everything. Is there a game that I ever thought of speedrunning? Once I saw Super Metroid speedruns, I knew that I had to try that. I thought about learning this. I don't know. I don't know that there are any games that I have an interest in blasting through. I do find speedruns to be crazy fascinating, though. I watched the speedrun of Final Fantasy IV, and I could not believe... First of all, I couldn't believe that it was possible to speedrun that game. I could not believe the amount of, like, step counter manipulation that was going on. It was fascinating. Yeah, Super Metroid is definitely the boring choice. My first one, though. I'll tell you this, though. I was always interested in the idea of going faster. That's not a Sonic the Hedgehog joke. But, like, games like Castlevania, Symphony of the Night were always like, how fast can I get to all the bosses and do everything? But then when you see, like, the stuff that goes into it, it's amazing. Oh, what am I missing here? I'm forgetting the magic, like... Dark Void Zero. Yeah, some obscure... Hey, Borp. Some obscure game that no one has a record of. I feel like there's a record out there for every game. Hey, Spider. Yeah, I get the impression that every game out there has some kind of a record attached to it. Yeah, that was super clutch just because I forgot how to use magic. I think you hit select or something. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Every time you beat the second platforming stage, I've always got a bunch of stuff to tell you. We developed the fishing trade. So I'm going to take their offering of... That's a scroll that's an ability to use magic. Like when you get... I think you only get one or two normally, and then you can have more. Just take all their offerings. Alright. So Sky Palace movement to the Jesus Mobile. Since that's essentially what you are. Now here's the thing. You can actually go to any one of the lands and beat the first platforming level and then fight the next. Like you basically you can just do the whole thing, but then what'll happen is I think it's here they start to fight, and then the people here develop music, which, hello Chips, they develop music which you need to bring to these people so that they can stop fighting. It will calm them down. Whenever there's a problem, I know there's one time where fire breaks out. There's one town that gets sick, and then another town has medicine. Whenever they go through a crisis like that, you have to fix the crisis in order to continue development. They won't build anymore, so you can't earn any more experience. It's just such a fascinating concept. Hey, Flipnote. My vacation was good. My Thanksgiving was pretty good. How was yours? Talk about a game when you start worrying about nuclear. Oh God. Later on down the line. Actraiser 3. So you know what? Let's just go to Bloodpool, which is a delightful name for a place. Oop. I love this music though. That's one thing that I love, the music for this game. Oh no, that's right. Oh, I didn't have any magic on me. I didn't have any magic scrolls to use magic. That was my problem. Nah, little person. That was offensive. Yeah, this game is awesome. I love it. Like I said, they're not incredibly fleshed out versions of each thing, but because it's a little bit of everything, it works very well. Civ 5. Oh, did you play? Okay, how are the Civilization games? I played. I still think Sim games peaked with SimCity on the Super Nintendo, but I played the SimCity that came out. I think it was earlier this year or last year on PC. Like I had it on my tablet. It was very addicting, but it turned into a lot of relying on luck and you know, hoping that people were online selling what you had, what you needed, and I didn't like it very much. They didn't make it, excuse me. They didn't make it very easy to search for that stuff either. Haha. Yeah, see, I watch it with that super addicting gameplay. I'm a sucker for that, unfortunately. After all the years of Warcraft and stuff, and then, you know, I was talking about it earlier, I just can't put, unless I'm streaming here, I can't put tactics down. And I was trying to figure out a way to stream tactics here. Though I'd probably stream Vandal Hearts first. Yeah, for some reason my my way of playing PlayStation games on my PC wasn't working. All right, so they have marshes. They need sunlight to dry it up. I feel like an evil overlord. You know what I used to do? For SimCity on the Super Nintendo, I used to pick the scenarios where something bad happened to the town and you're supposed to fix it. But then I'd spend the next 20 minutes hitting them with every disaster to see how long it took me to get to 0 people that live there. All right, so let's... Ah, damn it. Like, you can't build your road just... Like, it's like 5 bushes. You couldn't build your road past that. No, I don't want to send rain. I'm trying to do it the opposite way. No. There we go, sunlight. Oh boy, the Yakuza games. I know Unqualified Gamer there is a big Yakuza fan. Um, EPSXE. It works, but it's telling me, like, it works on my other computer, and then now it's telling me that I've got some sort of error on this computer, so it's not working. What the heck? They're not building. Build, people. I wonder why they're not building. Oh, I'm gonna give... Oh, I used the wrong thing. Now they're able to build bridges. Yeah, for some reason they're not building. There we go. Build something. There we go. Now we're talking. Try Yakuza 3. Well, how are those? Are they like, they're just 3D like action games, right? I mean, not like beat 'em ups, but like adventure games. Like Shenmue, but less fleshed out. Alright, so they... Alright. Teddy is lost. He went exploring. We'll find him later. Alright, so the same thing. The bats are going to try and take the people. The blue guys here are going to try and hit the houses with lightning. The red ones will try and destroy the farms. Just filled with insane weird shit. That sounds like a inherently Japanese game to me. There's a PlayStation 1 game called Incredible Crisis, which is as bonkers Japanese game as you can probably imagine. It's so much fun, though. It's essentially a collection of, like, I don't want to say party games. It's a single-player game, but it's that sort of atmosphere where, you know, you've got to do this thing, which requires you to balance, or you've got to do this thing, which requires a almost like a rhythm game. Alright, monster lair. Civilization's gone up. Alright, so let's move. We'll just stop building, because they'll still try and build on the spot where the monster lair was. You just have to get them next to the monster lair and they'll destroy it. So you need to... Alright. Yeah, so they'll go out and they'll build wherever. The one thing I like is that it's all the little huts and then the log cabins, but the third houses are different for each area. Ni no Kuni. And yeah, I am still kind of looking for PS3 games to play. I mean, again, for right now, I'm still playing Tactics. But yeah, eventually I want to try. I looked into that Ni no Kuni game. It looks interesting. And very anime-ish. Very, very much an anime game. Alright, they'll probably talk to me in a second and tell me they discovered wheat. No problem, Sean. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, you got to take care of what you got to do first. Yeah, you know, that's... Oh, no, they destroyed somebody. You're having buffering issues. Are you sure that it's not me? Just making sure. Oh, for the... Oh, damn. Yeah, I hope that's not me. I hope it's nothing that I'm doing anyway. Theodore ran away. But I have to give him a loaf of bread. Let's... Oh, come on. Here we go. Now we're talking. Oh, wait. I need to... They've discovered how to grow wheat, which I believe you can send it to other towns. I think it helps you support a larger population. Hey, Cerberus. We're going to use a loaf of bread. What will Teddy think when he sees bread fall out of the sky? Is that me that you're asking? Yes, me. Will it change your opinion of me one way or another? I'll answer. I don't mind. I'm just teasing you. I am neither. I am a full... Oh, now they... Damn it. Destroyed the farm. And I lost all my health, so I can't shoot arrows, which means that they'll ravage the town. I am all Puerto Rican. 100%, except for I don't speak Spanish. Parents never spoke it when I was a kid. So I just never really got the hang of it. Oh, no. Come on. Leave the farms alone. I try to be nice. Pond Sailing Monsters Lair found a strange statue. I think it's one of those bombs. Alright. A little rain will fix up the crops, so no big deal. Oh, wait. Take it off. Yeah. Use this for a monster lair that you can't reach, of which there's one in this whole game. Dutch, English, and a bit of German. You know what? I've thought about learning Spanish, and I just never did. Honestly, I would like to learn Japanese just so that I can play a lot of import games and watch anime without subtitles or dubs. The monster's lair was poisoning the lake. A little bit of a drink. You know what I think the problem is with learning Japanese for anime is that a lot of stuff, a lot of stuff in Japanese, like since it's pure Japanese, there may be a lot of references and jokes directly related to the culture. But since you're not actually in that culture, there might be a lot of stuff that you don't get. You know, that's the only thing that's a little weird. You know, when they do the dubbing, and I think occasionally for the subbing, they'll change up a few things just so that it makes a little more sense here. As long as they don't change it to be ridiculous, I have no problem with that. I mean, anybody who watched Pokemon know that those triangular things with the little holders on them, they're donuts. Because, yeah, when you go to Dunkin' Donuts, that's what they look like. Population becomes 950. And that's the total population. This is a lot of freeform. Make up words on the spot. Make up words on the spot sounds like America. They just start making stuff up. I noticed you, Bruce. Yeah, this country is known for just taking the English language and taking it out back and beating it with a shovel. Tell you what, we'll direct the people, we'll earn one more level, and then we'll go fight the next, oh, Brock, you're my rock. Yeah. Oh, man. My eyes are just killing me. Oddly enough, the Dutch word for cancer is considered the worst insult in Dutch. You know what? Language is weird that way. You know, and cancer's a horrible thing. If you called somebody a cancer here, other than the zodiac sign, which is what I am. You know, but if you called somebody you're a cancer, it would probably be treated as an insult, and appropriately so. I find all things like that strange, though. You know, I have 4 fingers and a thumb. So why is it when I do this, it's a good thing? But I've heard there are places that sticking your thumb up is like some sort of an insult. It's like sticking your middle finger up. So, why? What is so different about it? I don't understand the odd significance that we put on stuff like that. That's one of those things that just fascinates me. You know, I look at the curse words, and why is that arrangement of letters so horrible? I do want to visit Dutch. I think it's called the Netherlands. Right? I got that right? Netherlands? Let's return to... There, we're gonna go fight. Or unqualified gamer, are you thinking of Amsterdam? I like the Netherlands because it reminds me of nether regions. You know, I wouldn't mind visiting Amsterdam for that reason either. And not even for the actual act of going out there and smoking pot or whatever. But I bet that it's such a mellow place. Oh no. I bet that just this basic mentality there is just so relaxed. I hear a lot of that about, I live on the East Coast, And I hear that a lot about West Coast. That the whole mentality of living there is just, everybody is just so much more relaxed and laid back. East Coast, everyone is just, it seems like everyone's just super uptight. Sorry for the ignorance. It's okay. They know that you hate them. So offensive. Horrible. How do I even, it's so offensive. How do I even associate with you? So mean. I think mostly for food. That is a damn good reason to visit anywhere. Just because you want to try the food. I'm too much of a picky eater, so I don't think I have anywhere that I want to visit just for the food. If anything, I think the food would stop me from visiting a lot of places. Oh, wait. Oh, no! I want that. Blame it on Target. Yeah. I know Unqualified Gamer from the 3 years that I worked at Target. Ugh. That was a fun place to work at first, and it turned into a nightmare. All right, I need health. Oh no, I need health, not get hit. Oh, yeah, there we go. Now we're talking. Oops. Ooh, salty licorice. When was that the Target closed in Canada? I remember that they had opened a bunch of stores there. But apparently it just did not fly. Like, people just didn't like it. So they had to close a bunch of them not long after. Oh, come. There we go. Good shot. Good one right there. Here we go. Here we go. One more. If you get him at just the right point, if you pass a certain point of his health, he transforms. There's a way to you can hit him in a way that minimizes the transformation time, because he bounces around all over the place. Oh, sorry, you didn't get to see him transform. Yeah, I remember there was a big thing about that. They tried to move into Canada, and I wonder, what is it about the culture there that Target didn't fly? Because you would think that the idea of a bunch of different things being in one place at close to reasonable prices would fly well with pretty much everybody. So what was it about Target that that Canada was just not having? See, now the infighting has started. See, yeah, so now they're fighting. So you have to go to the next land, and the next land ends up developing music. And then music will calm the people down. But they won't build until you fix that. Didn't have the same stuff and the prices weren't all that great. Oh god, yeah. Yeah, Target is excuse me. Target is Walmart for people who think they're too good to go to Walmart. Is basically they have the same kind of stuff, they have the same kind of deals. Walmart's prices are a little bit better, but the cliche is that the people that go to Walmart are less refined. So Target is for fancy people who like Walmart but don't want to be seen as people who go to Walmart. Is probably the easiest way to say it. Because other than that, that's really all it is. That's really the only difference. I'll tell you what though, I have better, the people at Target, the employees, I've had nicer people there than at many Walmarts. I've had Walmarts with some pretty rude employees. Have to own an entry pass. Okay, so no, so wait a minute. So you have that you have to own an entry pass. Are you talking about like Sam's Club and BJ's? We have a BJ's wholesale, and I think Costco is something like that where you have to have a membership. Because we have that here too, but they're more big box. Target's where you go if you want to buy the 24 pack of toilet paper. BJ's and Sam's Club, that's where you go when you want to buy a shipping container of toilet paper. It's full of hicks and the trashiest people you ever meet. I got news for you. It's up here like that too. That's just the way it is. Sorry. And when you go, you want to think that it's not that way, but it really kind of is. And again, I've met some extremely nice people there. But there used to be that website, I don't know if it's still around, the People of Walmart, which was it was just a collection of pictures of some of the craziest characters you see there. I've seen too much of that in real life. Kind of reminds me of Return of the Jedi on SNES. This game, yeah, it's sort of like that, like Super Return of the Jedi, Empire Strikes Back. It's got that sort of vibe to it. There, something about the shading and everything of the characters has a lot of that. Did I miss a thingy? No. Okay. Woo! Almost caught me with that spear. He did though. This fire thing. God, this is me being careless. Yeah, buying a bucket with 58. Yeah, so that's we have that here. We have stuff like that here, where you have to have a yearly membership. And yeah, their prices are very good. It's basically where I like to think that if you own a corner store, like a little corner, I don't know if they even have those. That's more of in the States, that's more of an urban area thing where you have little corner stores where they sell a little bit of everything just so you don't have to go to the supermarket. Places like Costco and BJ's and stuff, that's where those stores would probably supply themselves. You have that lying in a box somewhere. Are you talking about Super Empire Strikes Back? That's a great game. Yes, it is challenging though. I like to say challenging. It's got spirit. So they live in a desert and they want you to make it rain to wash the sand away. Best thing you can do is find the... there we go. find the spots where the monster lairs are and just clear those out, because most of them are hidden under the sand. Or 2 of them are hidden under the sand. This way you're not fighting with trying to create the miracles, trying to find the monster lairs, and trying to stop the monsters from attacking the people. Oh, Cuphead. Someday. I still haven't played it. I'm like Batman controlling the weather. I'm making it wane. Yeah, just go through, clear the rain out so you have clear paths to the monster lairs. Okay. So an amazing, basically for shit, but in the style of Dark Souls. I saw something. I saw that pop up in my feed. I did not watch it though. Oh, right there. I feel like my image is freaking out a little bit. Not my image of me, my picture image on the screen. Let's... Oh no, because I don't have... Why do I leave it in such dumb places? I try to get into the habit of when I use my handhelds, I put them back in the same place. And that's try in all caps. Turn their corn into wheat. I'm a miracle worker. Oh, I don't have enough people to close the monster lair. Because they built a farm and not houses. I always misplace my charger. I have about 6 chargers. I have about 6 chargers and I leave them plugged in because, yes, I lose them all the time. Copy a leaf green, only find it after 30 minutes. I was holding it this whole time. It's like looking for your glasses when they're on your face. Now for some Fire Emblem. Oh, you're playing Fates, I think, right? Did you say you were playing Fates? I know I was talking to somebody and they were playing Fates. Oh, Awakening. Awakening is the only Fire Emblem game I've ever beaten. And it taught me that I am probably not a Fire Emblem guy. One of the first things I did was turn off the permadeath. I like the gameplay, although again, I don't like combat systems that are item based. Oh, these guys are running all over me. Okay, come on. wow, they don't ever give me this much trouble. Trying to get a chance to catch your live stream. Hello there, Salt. Watching YouTube recording this of late. Thank you. Really dug your Zelda random. You know what? I think I may want to do that some more. The Zelda rant. I know I'm gonna play it some more. I think I may stream it some more. That is such a fun game. And then I know you can change all the sprites and stuff. So I definitely want to play more of that. Yeah, let me know. Would you guys watch? Would you guys enjoy watching more of that, or is that like I did it already? Don't worry about it. I have it turned off in this playthrough. Yeah, see, you're talking about the permadeath. I don't like the permadeath stuff. Yeah, I think I want to do some more of that, especially since the next one I have a better understanding of how that game works. So I don't think the next one's going to be 7 hours long. Cause yeah, that first playthrough was about 7 hours. Which even I was a little surprised. After I'd loaded everything up, I would totally be down to see more Zelda Randomizer. Then I will do more Zelda You know what? How about this? Well, I'll do, for right now, what I'll do is one game and then a Zelda Randomizer. So obviously I'll finish this game. I probably won't finish this today. This game doesn't take too long though. So it's probably going to be today and then tomorrow it'll probably be done. After this, the next time I'll do another Zelda Randomizer. And then we'll move on to whatever. There is a part 2 to this game, but they removed the simulation stuff. So I think it's all just platforming. And from what I understand, it's not great platforming. I finally bought that game. I think that was too many games that I finally bought part 2. For the sake of fitting in. Oh, that's what we're doing. Oh, you jerk. Oh, wrecking it, aren't they? Hang on one second, I'm zooming in. There we go. I want to be down too. Everybody else is doing it. 3D Dot Hero. Thank you. Thank you. That's the game I was trying. I remember there was a game that you were telling me that I needed to play. And that's the game. Okay. Alright, yeah, I do need to pick up a copy of that. What I need is a better video card now so that I can start streaming some of this. A better capture card. Because I have the Elgato, the HD, the one that's with the rounded sides. Like the old, it's got the flat ends and the rounded sides. But there's like a huge lag from what's going into it to what's coming out of it. So I can't really stream that. And then I tried streaming on it once or twice, and what ends up happening is that as the stream goes on, I lag more and more behind it. Have you ever played Shadow? No, I never played Shadow of the Colossus. That's definitely... Now, there's a version of that with... it's either Eco or Ico. I'm really not sure. But I know there's a version with both of them together, so I want to pick that up. I'm holding off right now on buying anything significant for the PS3. Just because I know that for Christmas I usually get money from my father. Sometimes I get gift cards and stuff for GameStop or GameStop. But I'm holding off, so I'm going to wait. And then I can pick up a bunch of stuff. To be honest, I think I'm going to spend $50 to $100 at GameStop. Just because some of those games are so cheap. I mean, I want to play The Last of Us. And I know that The Last of Us was... Aren't I supposed to... I thought it rained on this guy. Here we go. What am I supposed to do to this guy? I don't think I want to hit him with lightning. Yeah, it was last one. It was $5. So okay, I can definitely pick this up. Nothing happened. I don't remember. I thought I was supposed to rain on that guy. I think you just need to wait and then they'll... Oh, no. They won't find him until you defeat the pyramid, because now the pyramid's open. Yeah, so I was thinking what I really want is Persona 5. And that's just, I can't find that. Persona 3, I think, is on PS2. And then I think Persona 4 is on PS3. But they don't have any of those, so that's going to be something that I buy online. $20 unfinished games up. A box with games I'm not sure I want to keep. The maybe box. Persona 4 is on PS2 and Vita. No, PS3. Wasn't there... No, that was a Arena. That was like a fighting game or something, I think. I know I saw something for PS4, for Persona 4. But yeah, I think that was the fighting game. And the one on Vita was Persona 4 Golden, right? Let's see here. It's no Shin Megami Tensei. Shin Megami Tensei, I think that's what it... Yeah, Golden is the Vita game, and that's a... It's just a remake of 4 with some other stuff, with some other changes in it, I think. I was reading up on it the other day. That's what I do. People tell me, check out this series or that series, and my first instinct is to go online, hit up the wiki or something, and look up everything I need to know about it. And moved on to Breath of the Wild. You know what, Suave? There's a lot of games out. Skyrim scared the hell out of me for that exact reason. The idea of playing it so much. And I guess it's just a matter of organizing your time, you know, managing your time properly. I guess that's really the trick to it. Because Breath of the Wild, I think I have 300 plus hours into it. Splatoon, I think I just passed 300 hours. So you know, and that's not consuming my life. I just play a ton of it when I get a chance. So I think it's just a lot of time management. That was my problem when I played Warcraft, that I did not have the time management thing down, and I was playing it way more than I needed to. I mean, I would take my laptop into the kitchen, and while I was cooking food, I was sitting there trying to quest. You know, that was probably one of the first times that I would say that I was addicted to a game, and I had to stop. I mean, eventually I just got bored, so I didn't have time to play it. But if none of that was the case, I would have gotten to the point where I just said, you know what, I can't do this anymore. Modding and trying to get the game. Hey, you know what? That's addicting too. That is it. There was a fighting game on the PC, Mugen. I don't know how it was pronounced. I knew this guy that he loved playing that game, or he loved modding that game. He loved coming in and talking about the new characters that he downloaded and how he managed this and that and did all these things. Never did I get the impression that he was hardcore into playing the game. He just loved the act of creating the game, of enhancing it, which is totally fine. It's very interesting. But he would bring me the new versions, and I always thought that they were really cool. All right, so let's. We've killed enough time there. So now we're gonna fight the other monsters. I get some good free time at work. Yeah, so do I. I definitely get tons of that. I'm wait again. That's on my list of games to have for my Christmas list. So I don't know if anybody bought it for me or not. Demon Souls, Fire Emblem Echo, Shadow, Final Fantasy VII. Woo! Final Fantasy VII is part of your unfinished games. Wow, how far did you get into it? Because that's definitely a finish that game. Yeah, 7's one of those games that I've beaten multiple times. Love the background here. Love that sense of depth. Yeah, definitely go back to that game. That Final Fantasy VII was spectacular. I had that happen with Final Fantasy VIII, where I was bored out of my mind and I just was not having a good time. Come to find out that it was around the middle of disc 3. Come to find out that was actually a common point for people to get bored and stop playing the game. And then one of my coworkers said, "No, you have to go back and you have to power through it because it gets good at the end of the disc, and then the 4th disc is basically the end." Sure enough, I powered through it and it got really interesting. And now every time I talk to people about it and they say that they were playing it for a while and then stopped, I always ask them, and a lot of the time it's, yeah, about halfway through disc 3. Final Fantasy 1 for the iOS. I guess that was is that the NES version or is that the PSP remake version? No. Salt Panda, this is Actraiser for the Super Nintendo. And it's the PSP remake. Okay. Yeah, Final Fantasy VIII was a little broken. There were ways to shatter that game in half when it came to being overpowered. My least favorite. Now, what is the order for Fire Emblem? I know that there were a bunch of them that didn't come out here. So what is it? Is there? I mean, I know that they're not related, so you don't have to play them in order. But I'm wondering what the release order was, because it's off-putting when you release the old games without any kind of updates. It's off-putting for a lot of people because they'll be missing a lot of features and stuff. 1 through 6 never came out here except for the remake. Okay. So even when those games if any of those games did come out here, they were remade to be a little more modern. Well, settle down there, Birdman. The first one in the US, which was the GBA game. Was that the GBA one? Because I think that's the one that came out and it was just called Fire Emblem. Yeah, that one. I remember that one came out and it was just called Fire Emblem. Like, I know that there was more of these. 2 GBA games. Well, the GameCube one was Path of Radiance. One of them was called Path of Radiance. Yeah, Path of Radiance was the GameCube one with Ike. I like Ike. If you like those games, try on Genesis. There was a Radiant Dawn. Wii has Radiant Dawn. Okay. On Genesis, there was it was called War Song, which I believe was actually the Langrisser series, and they had 3 or 4 that I know of. But yeah, it was a game called War Song for the Genesis. That was my first, War Song was my first experience with that kind of game, and I loved it. Alright, so yeah. Man, all they do is have stuff to ask me. They're sick. They have the plague. So I don't want to touch them. Yeah, so now I can take their offering of music and their source of magic. Yeah, Tactics is a little different because Tactics has well, no, yeah, well, Tactics is pretty much the same thing. But yeah, I think War Song was like the little units, and then there were multiple people in the units. I think that one was like that. I may be thinking of something else. Yeah, you know what's funny? Tactics is my favorite game of all time. And when I first played it, I hated it. I just did not like it. It did not hold my interest. There was something about the action command, like it bothered me that when you tried to throw somebody a potion, like a rock could get in the way. You know, I was used to you use a potion and it works on the guy. So I hated it. And then I finally I found it to be a little confusing. I finally sat down and really learned it. And yeah, my favorite game. Oh God, I love that game. Alright, so now I can use music on them. This music will calm the people's hearts. Yeah, the attack. I didn't realize that you could see the percentage of you hitting them, and that if it said 0% that you weren't going to hit them. Okay, the compass gives people the ability to sail in another land. Sonic 3 and Knuckles is the first game I completed. Oh. Give me 1 minute, guys. I will be right back. Probably be in a couple of minutes. But yeah, I'll be right back. Ooh, but I get to test out my screen for when I take a break. So let's... Hello. Again. Did you like my picture? We will take some magic. Oh, there we go. So, EA's a terrible company, huh? Excuse me. Topped at being an evil company. Yeah, that's a hard fight right there. Which is worse, EA or Konami? Konami. You know what it is? Like, Konami's horrible to their employees. EA is horrible to the customers. So it's kind of difficult to figure out who's the bigger ass here. Ubisoft, probably. Ubisoft, I don't know. Ubisoft made the Mario and Rabbids, and I'm hearing that's good. When EA buys out Konami, oh god. Yeah, there'll be no need to argue anymore. Alright, so we're done with there. We're actually done here until we get medicine, which we get medicine from down here. I refuse to play anything with rabbits in them. Screw that game. Yeah, you know what? I want to agree, but it looks good. And that's the problem. Like, it looks like it might actually be a fun game to play. I do have it on my list of games that I want to get. You know, it looks like a strategy game. Like, it just looks like a good game. But yeah, like, I've played the other Rabbids games, and the other Rabbids games, obviously, they're different. But it just seems like a weird choice. It seems like a weird choice that you took the Rabbids, which I know from party-style games, and Mario, which has party-style games, and you made a tactics-style game. Like, where in the world... Like, could you imagine a Contra dating sim where you're trying to get Bill Reiser and Lance to go out and get dates? Like, why would you take these properties and put them in this kind of game? Although now I kind of want a Contra dating sim. XCOM Enemy Unknown. That's the later one, right? Wasn't UFO Defense the first game? What are we on? We're about an hour and a half in. So let's fight the monsters and finish this land. I think this will be the last land that we do for today. Ah. Ah. This is me being careless. It was unrelated. Okay. Basically, the first. Ugh. I figured one was named X and one was named Com. I thought that's what you're talking about. Yeah. That thing had eyes on its boobs. It had eyes for pecs. Excuse me. My eyes are down here. Yeah, I'm being a little reckless here, and I really shouldn't be. Not killing people is a nice trait to have, yep. There's a lot of people who need to hear that. There's a lot of horrible people out there doing a lot of horrible things. Oh, this is... There's some trick that you can use to beating this. Come on, hentai tentacle. Yeah, I like where this fight is going. Once the roving tentacle comes out, that's it. Now we're getting into a good territory. Yeah, the speedrun that I saw there's some weird way to kill him where you get behind him or something, but you're elevated, so you just stand there and you swing your sword. I think you get hit a certain way and you damage boost behind them. Yeah, I was okay with it. My character, not me. This is one where you need lightning to destroy the palm trees, but then you need the earthquake, and it changes the topography of the land. Like this closes in, and then there's a monster lair here. You need so many miracles. You need to burn a lot of magic points or special points to use this. Use the warp. Wrong game. Yeah, that could be a number of different games. Yeah. Right here. Yeah, you burn so much magic power. Well, yeah, when you say warp whistle, Mario 3 is the one that comes to mind. But then you think about it, I think about like the ocarina from, well, the flute from Zelda 3. You know, it seems to be a common theme that when you blow when you blow some sort of musical instrument, you get whisked off to a magical place. Which, if that's not a pickup line, I don't know what is. Do I have wheat? Wheat! I think they're the ones that need the compass. Excuse me. Oh, wait, and there's... Oh, no! The one thing on my map, and they destroyed it. Blow my warp whistle and we'll reach World 8 in no time. When making sex jokes, I'm going to use the number 8 as little as possible. Oh, come on. There's one damn farm. This is... Oh, God. This is the most annoying thing. She likes it with the frog suit. If she likes it with the frog suit, she's probably into anthros. Which is totally cool. The Hammer Brothers. There you go. Are you into sexual innuendo? Yes, I'd love to get in your endo. That's not what I... okay, I see what you did there. A temple has suddenly appeared. Like a temple just fell out of the sky. I say as I fly around in a sky temple, because I just realized that as I was saying it. Yeah, you definitely don't want to have any sort of burning. You bring the Hammer Brothers. I'll bring, I don't know, the propeller hat. Why not? Hey, whatever your kink is. Yeah, I know. I'm building. I'm destroying the shrines. I'm more concerned that there's a guy sitting in the Karibo shoe taking huge, deep whiffs. Because I respect everybody's kink, but there are some that even I'm kind of like, I don't know that I get that one. Okay, so now here's where we decimate everybody. We're going to cause an earthquake, but it's going to destroy all the houses, and I feel super bad for doing it, but it's all in the sake of progress. Oh wait, isn't there... There's like something here. I think it's here. Can the eel come out and play? Ugh. That seems slimy and... Well, yeah, I guess that's what some people are looking for. Once you possess an enemy, what type of hell do you send their consciousness to while you're controlling their body? I don't think you send them away. I think that you trap them inside the body. It's like, you ever seen those movies where people say that they're possessed and they say, it's like I could see everything, but I had no control. I think that's what's happening. I think that it is an incredible invasion of personal space. But yeah, they are trapped within their own body, unable to move or control their actions, which is, I guess, its own version of hell. See, yeah, I imagine them being conscious during the whole thing. So you make them watch the murder of their friend. Exactly. That's hell. And that's why when you unpossess them, they're stunned for a minute. That's them trying to convince themselves that it was all a dream. That's my kink. That's a weird kink. But again, yeah, if it's your thing. I just summoned Celica. The Toyota? The car? Alright, see? So now they'll give me a medical herb to fix the other town that's dying of plague. Mario Odyssey is probably one of the most disturbing games I've played to date. Is it? Now here we go. Is it more disturbing or less disturbing than capturing animals, confining them into little balls where you have no idea what kind of life they're living, and forcing them out only to fight each other? Because that is kind of horrifying. They were possessed by the evil of the temple. I've been considering the logistics of that relationship for a while, and I don't get it. I don't know how they make it work. Yeah, how terrible is that? Cubone wears the skull of his dead mother. Like, man. That's when you play it and think, this is for kids? That's how you bond with Pokemon. Alright. So we'll return to the Sky Palace. We will go and... Oh, we're going to switch magic. This magic is better. The only thing I know about Luigi is that I want a damn Paper Luigi game, which is the story. I think it was a Thousand Year Door, when he's telling you the stuff that happened while he was on his own adventure. I want that as a game. I don't care if it's just like Paper Mario Thousand Year Door. That's a great game. Ghost Pokemon, dead Pokemon. Yeah. They're dead Pokemon that haven't moved on because they have unfinished business. And basically their unfinished business is sticking it to trainers for the horrible life that they've given them. Paper Luigi and the Marvelous Compass. I want it as a game. I don't care. Make it some iOS game or cell phone game. I don't care. I just want that as a game. I think I want Luigi to have a game of his own that is not looking for Mario. Well, the Paper Luigi games that or Paper Luigi, the Luigi game, the Luigi's Mansion stuff, that wasn't him looking for Mario, was it? That was just him, like he got hired to clear the ghosts out or something, or was that him also looking for Mario? Whoa! I want whatever that is. Nintendo doesn't, well, yeah, Nintendo doesn't want to acknowledge 1,000-Year Door. Nintendo, I don't know. What I want is a Paper Mario compilation. I would kill to have that. Where he hangs Mario up on the wall of his apartment. Like the stuffed head. First one was a contest. Okay. Yeah, I never played through those games. It was that, and then what was it? Dark Moon or Dark Side of the Moon? Where Luigi just listens to classic rock. It's a classic rock rhythm game. Come on, good Stardust. Yeah, there we go. That's all right. There we go. Yeah, it's just Luigi's Mansion 2 in Japan. Alrighty, so the island is saved. They're trying to explain why they treated me like crap. Please help other lands. Are you done? Nothing else to say to me? Okay. So now we're going to take... we need Source of Magic and the Medical Herb. I'm telling you, I want a compilation for the Switch of Paper Mario 64, 1,000-Year Door, and Super Paper Mario. And then when you beat all three of them, it unlocks Paper Luigi and the Marvelous Compass. Alrighty. Right, but the land is saved. We got medical herbs, so we're going to go and fix these plague-ridden people. I do love the little touches. Even the overhead, the map over here changes depending on how they build and how you build their roads and stuff. Like, I love that. It's such a little thing that it just sells the idea that you're up there guiding these people. Let's go observe the people. Let's give them some medicine. And that's it. I don't think they're... any good anymore. Alright, so you know what? Let's record the progress. Yes, we do. We are not going to continue building. We're going to be done for today. Okay. Alrighty. So we're going to call it for today. Again, I want to thank you guys so much for joining me. We'll pick this up tomorrow, which will actually be the end of it. Yeah, because there's only 2 more lands to do, and then there's a boss rush before you actually beat the game. We're not going to worry about maxing out the lands or anything like that, maxing out my health and all. So yeah, we're going to finish up here. Thank you guys so much. I'm glad to see the chat was nice and busy. Everybody was having a good time. You know, if you guys are on Twitch, feel free to follow and friend each other. Other than that, have a good night. I'll be on Twitter later, obviously. I may end up stopping on again. I won't continue this, just so that if anybody wants to be sure to catch the end of it, they don't have to worry about me showing up again later and playing it. I was playing R-Type 3 yesterday, so who knows, maybe if I come back later, I'll come back and do that some more. But thank you guys, and have a great night.